The government of Eswatini recently received 92 solar hot water stations as a donation from the government of Germany and Frazium Energy.
The project consisted of installing a solar hot water station at every single government medical clinic in the Kingdom of Eswatini free of charge. A hot water station is a standalone, fully self-contained unit that produces hot water. It has no moving parts and uses no electricity. It will produce hot water for decades without incurring any operating costs. We designed the hot water station to require minimal maintenance and servicing and to be resistant to theft, vandalism, and tampering. We did this project to help the country combat COVID-19 by providing hot water hand washing facilities. Prior to the project, no clinic had hot water for patients to use, and 82% of clinics had no hot water at all. Now, 100% of clinics have hot water facilities. The project benefits 10,000 people per day. It is no exaggeration to say that this project has improved health and hygiene outcomes for the entire country.
The Minister for Commerce, Industry and Trade then said the use of renewable energy was part of government strategy to mitigate the impacts of global warming.
This company here today that is donating and handing over this project is part of 11 key projects that we have identified in the Economic Recovery Plan under the energy sector. There are a total of 11 projects under the energy sector, and this is just one of them. These projects will ensure that they address the issue of limited energy supply, which can be a problem in the kingdom when you know that we are still importing to a large extent energy from South Africa. But their major focus will be to export the energy that will be generated and stored in their battery farm at Edwaleni to neighboring countries over and above meeting local demand where applicable. What is heartwarming for us in the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade, as I conclude, Your Excellency, is the fact that this company is not just driven by profit, but they are also driven by people. And we have seen that even before they start their project, they prioritized working with the German government and other key stakeholders, as mentioned in Mr. Frazer's speech, to come up with this fantastic donation where all 92 clinics in Eswatini right now have hot water hand washing station courtesy of this particular donation. This is the kind of partnership that we want in Eswatini as we look for credible investors because they have shown us that not only are they here to make money, but they are here to improve the livelihoods of Emaswati.
Next to speak was the German ambassador's representative.
The current COVID-19 pandemic has been threatening and continues to threaten global health, and it sets health systems under pressure in all parts of the world. Particularly affected are countries like Eswatini, with a 63% of population living below the poverty line and 29% living in extreme poverty. Not only poverty, but also the lack of medical facilities, as well as a high number of at-risk people suffering from serious diseases like HIV, tuberculosis, and obesity, explains why Eswatini is an extraordinarily affected by the COVID-19 crisis. That is why this country is in special need of innovative companies willing to support our health system. Fortunately, many private actors are willing to make use of their available resources in order to contribute to mitigating the health impacts of the crisis. Today, we are witnessing a very concrete example of such an effort to support the community and the country. As we have said throughout this pandemic, worldwide, we are in this together. And today shows you that Germany walks its talk. We are here to support you, and I would like to conclude by thanking all partners involved in this exceptional success story. Specifically and personally, we would like to thank Robert Frazer for his company's and his personal commitment. Germany is proud to be your partner in this endeavor. Thank you.
The EU ambassador to Eswatini thanked the German government for this generous donation.
This project will permanently change the standard of health care and sanitation in government clinics nationwide in Eswatini. As long-standing and major development partner of Eswatini, the European Union is committed to working with partners to support and deliver positive aid projects. The hot water units installed nationwide will not only transform hand washing and hygiene for 10,000 people per day, but evidence how renewable energies can deliver safe and effective sanitation across Southern Africa. I have no doubt that we will see greater and more effective application of solar energy in Eswatini in the years to come, and that beyond healthcare we will see also education, domestic life, and access to energy reshaped by solar power. It is a privilege to witness the positive change that comes from effective collaboration like those of the government of Eswatini, Frazer Solar, Frazium Energy, and KfWDEG, and I am proud to see the European Union playing a leading role in this process.
The Minister for Health was then requested to invite His Excellency the Right Honourable Acting Prime Minister, Themba Masuku, to deliver his keynote address.
I just want to say on behalf of the Ministry of Health and say how excited we are about this project. It's not only bringing hot water in places where we would never have dreamt would have hot water, but is reinforcing age-old infection prevention measures that the ministry employs every time.
It is therefore pleasing to stand here this morning to officially receive these solar hot water stations, which will no doubt aid and protect our healthcare workers, as well as the 10,000 Eswatini who use government clinics on average every day across Eswatini. This is indeed a momentous occasion, and one which we didn't envisage we would be a part of just 5 months after the project was launched. I think it is also important for me to mention at this point that this project contributes immensely on the national vision 1997 to 2022. And this is a vision that is the national development strategy of this country. And it talks to the core mandate of any government, which is the protection of its nation and improving the livelihoods of that nation. And this project stands right in the middle of that mandate. And so we're very grateful. It also helps in the prioritization of the climate change issues in this country, because climate change is one of those issues that we have made a priority in the Kingdom of Eswatini. And when you listen and you see what it is doing, you can see the immense contribution that it is making towards that initiative. And also bringing in money into the country to create employment, and it is very, very appreciated. It was only in October when we announced this groundbreaking support from the German government and Frazer Solar, Frazium Energy. Mindful of the logistical challenges brought about by COVID-19, we anticipated that the implementation time frame for the project would be affected. Instead, Our partners, the German government and Frazium Energy, have been able to complete the project, as you've heard from Mr. Frazer, ahead of schedule. Testament to this efficiency and commitment to helping us advance the development goals of our nation. I now take this moment to send our kingdom's sincere appreciation to the German government and Frazium Energy for this very thoughtful support, whose impact will be felt across all 4 regions and in both rural and urban areas. It is His Majesty's government's hope that this collaboration between us and the German government, as well as Frazium Energy, will be the first of many, many, many to come. And I thank you all. May God bless you.
The solar hot water station was then put to the test by His Excellency the Right Honourable Acting Prime Minister Themba Masuku.